Okay, today we are going to talk about how to solve a two-step equation. We're going to do a few examples together. Okay, remember that a two-step equation is like a party. I know that these are kind of hard to see, so I'm going to rewrite them a little bit bigger. We're going to start with number 3 right here, and number 3 says 9x minus 7 equals negative 7. Okay, so this is like a party, and we're going to draw a line so that we remember that these are two different sides of the equation. So the variable or the letter is the host of the party. So if you're hosting a party at your house, then you might be the variable. Okay, so here we have our host. And who does the host hang out with at their party? Well, they might have invited a lot of people, but the people that are going to be closest to the host are going to be the best friends. Okay, and the people who are going to be farther away from the host might just be at the party. They're just kind of acquaintances. Okay, but they're not actually like your best friend. They might not be hanging around you the whole time. Okay, so who's going to leave the party first? Well, if you're at a party and, there's a few people there that you know, but not a ton of people, you're just kind of an acquaintance there for the food maybe, you're probably not going to stay very long. So the acquaintances are going to leave the party first. And remember, they have to leave by doing the opposite. So this is a minus 7. The opposite of minus 7 is add 7. And if we do that to this side, we have to do it to the other side to keep our equation balanced or to keep it equal on both sides. So we add 7. That means we still have 9x. Negative 7 plus 7 is just 0. So you can write plus 0 if you want, or you can just leave it off because it doesn't mean anything. And then on this side, negative 7 plus 7, that's also going to be 0. So now we have 9x equals 0. Okay, remember our goal is to get the x alone. So the x is not by itself yet. Okay, who are the next people to leave the party? Well, the host never leaves the party. They just stay at their house. But the best friends will probably leave next. So how does the best friend leave? Well, they have to do the opposite. When two things are squished together like this, it means multiply. So the opposite of multiply by 9 is divide by 9. If we divide by 9 on one side, we have to divide by 9 on the other side. 9 divided by 9 is 1. So that's 1x left on this side. And 0 divided by anything is just 0. Now, we don't have to write the x here, or the 1 here in front of the x. These are the same thing. We can write 1x, or we can just write x. So now we have the variable all by itself, and x is equal to 0. No one is left at the party except the host, and that's what we wanted. Okay, now if we want to check to see if this is right, everywhere we see an x, we can put a 0. So 9 times 0 is 0, minus 7 is negative 7. So we can see that that works. Our equation is correct, and we must have the right answer. Okay, so let's try number 6 right here. I'm going to rewrite it. Negative 1 equals 5 plus x divided by 6. Who is the acquaintance in this party? Well, the person farthest away, or the people, the number farthest away from the host is this 6 right here. So he's going to go first. How does this acquaintance leave? Well, we are dividing by 6. So the opposite of divide by 6 is times by 6. When we times by 6, these cancel each other out because it equals 1. And if we times by 6 on this side, we have to times by 6 on the other side, which gives us 6 times negative 1 is negative 6. And we still have a 5 plus x left on this side. Now the next person to leave the party are the best friends, which was the 5. The 5 was closest to the x up here. So we're going to subtract 5 on both sides. 5 minus 5 is 0, so all we have over here is an x, Negative 6 minus 5 is negative 11. And let's try one more. So here, well, we'll try two more. We have negative 6, this is number 10, equals n divided by 2 minus 10. Which number is the best friend? Well, the number closest to the n is 2, so this is the best friend, which means negative 10 is the acquaintance, so negative 10 will leave first. We get them to leave by doing the opposite. So the opposite of minus 10 is plus 10. We do that on both sides. Negative 6 plus 10 is 4. Negative 10 plus 10 is 0, so that goes away, and we have just n divided by 2. The opposite of divide by 2 is times by 2. That equals 1, cancels out. We have to do the same thing on both sides, so 2 times 4 is 8 equals n. Okay, and we're going to do one more problem. We're going to do number 22. Number 22 says 7 times 9 plus k equals 84. Remember that when something is smashed up against something else, so the 7 is smashed up against these parentheses, it means multiply. Okay, so the 9 is closest to the k, so the 9 is the best friend. They're going to stay longer. The 7 is farthest away. That's our acquaintance, and they're going to leave first. Right now, we're multiplying by 7. So we divide by 7 to get rid of that. Divide by 7 on both sides. So we have 9 plus k, and 84 divided by 7 is 12. Now we want to get rid of this 9. It's a positive 9, so to get rid of it, we have to minus 9. That means we have to minus 9 from both sides. 9 minus 9 is 0, so we have a k left. And 12 minus 9 is 3, so k equals 3.